And hello 2024. Well, Sarah, Sangeeta, and Diane are all back to talk about the new year, what we didn't do in 2023, and what we shall do in 2024. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
It's good to see everyone. I've been looking at your Instagrams. Everybody's been up to some stuff. You were on a trip, and everyone's doing all kinds of cool things. But has anybody on this table talked about resolutions and what we want to get done in 2024? Whoever wants to jump in first.
I never set resolutions for myself.
Really?
No, I've never ever set resolutions, but I think that there are things that I would like to change as far as like, you know, maybe setting better boundaries.
Okay.
As far as what I can emotionally offer other people, because I like, you know, I'm in the helping profession.
Yeah.
So I always want to help and be there, but I think that oftentimes it takes a toll on my mental health. So I like to just set better boundaries, I think.
Good, so that it doesn't like affect you.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, Diane?
I don't do New Year's resolutions either.
Okay.
But I do a word of the year. So like, what is my theme word for the year? Last year was beauty, and so my intention was to see the beauty in myself and everything around me. So how can I just find the beauty in all things? This year,
Okay.
my word is going to be love.
I love it.
That's great.
See me?
I do like that concept.
Yeah.
Well, I've got two words: over him. 2 words for me. And that has a lot to do with what you were saying. It's about not letting certain energies get to me, because they did, and it was awful. And I felt like I was the one letting that get to me and questioning everything, and maybe it is me.
Yeah.
And that really took a toll. It takes a toll on you, and you've got to learn how to say, enough. It's not me. You know, it's not. I'm working my butt off, and I'm over you. You gotta go. For me, in 2024, it's all about letting that negative energy go.
I feel you.
And being able to acknowledge that and saying, this does not belong in my life. Whew, I think I just unloaded.
I love it.
Sarah, what's up with you for 2024?
I do like setting goals. I don't really, and I set usually a couple different categories. One, what's my goal as a mom this year? 2, what's my, like, I have a goal this year. I want to run another marathon. So that's my physical, and then my financial goal. I have one set very specifically, and then kind of my emotional, social goals. And so they're
Okay.
different, and I usually do a pretty good job at, I don't hit them all, but I go back, and it's helpful, but I like to do it by categories.
What are you feeling for this year?
Ooh.
Like, what kind of
that is a
vibes are
great
you
question.
getting?
I think growth. Like, I see so much, my family is growing and changing and evolving. So I think growth is what I'm really feeling for this year. And I feel like a really strong commitment to that, where at one time I was like super afraid of what that meant for me, right?
Yeah.
And the fear that I had around it. But now I'm like, isn't it wonderful? Ooh. I read this thing online, and it really touched my whole soul.
Share.
And it was basically like, isn't it wonderful? And you don't have to have an attachment to the outcome or to any of the things, but to stay in the isn't it wonderful? And whatever else
Whatever
that
it is you
means.
want to make of it.
Isn't
Okay?
it wonderful? And so growth and isn't it wonderful?
Yay! Okay, well, see, that actually does work, because it gets your mind working in a positive direction, right? What are you feeling for 2024?
Focusing on the positive energy. And I think that oftentimes when you're in the helping profession, it's hard to be a little selfish in a positive way.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just really focusing on your inner circle.
I do think 2023 was a rough year. It had so many changes for me. You know, there was growth, and then there was one moment where I was like, what am I doing? And then it was back to growth, and it was all over the place. So I'm hopeful for 2024. Do you feel that about 2023?
I'd say 2020 through through the end of 2023 has been probably the most difficult time in my adult life for various reasons, mostly work-related. But I think for 2024, I'm trying to change things up, even my business model, maybe letting go of clients, maybe going in-house somewhere, like could mean a move, frankly, for the boys and I that we've talked about, but like there's certain things that you have to do in life where you might not want to, but I think we might have to. So I think there's some big change coming ahead for us.
Oh my gosh.
I know, but
You move.
nothing's happened yet, but
Oh my gosh.
I had to start the process of like a headhunter, and like I think what I've learned over the past years, I am tired of being in a position where I'm beholden to other people, and our family is reliant on people's ups and downs and whims, and I want to be in a more secure place so that I can be emotionally secure for them, I think is what really I'm landing on.
I feel that for sure. Well, one thing I can say is that we're all hopeful for this new year and hoping that 2024 brings the best, not just for us here on the table, but for you as well. And as we always say, if you've got any question for the mamas, send it our way. We would love to chat about it. Just send us an email and we will make it happen. Thanks, ladies. Cheers to 2024.
Cheers.